Hi, my name is Marika Lewinsky, and I'm the Senior Product Manager for the release stage here at GitLab. Today, I want to highlight some of the really exciting features that we have planned for the 13.9 release. You can follow along under the release group project, release issue number 56, titled 13.9 Release Group Planning Issue. So really quickly, I want to go through some of the things that we have planned. The first thing that I want to discuss is allowing the configuration to prevent maintainers from editing environments to projects. So some organizations want to have a separation of duties where the maintainers of a project can develop it and do all these different changes on different environments, but they don't want them to have the ability to add, delete, or edit production environments at any given time. So what this does is it introduces this new configuration under settings that locks protected environments, which only allows admin users to enable, create, delete these types of environments while not allowing it from the maintainers. So this is a special configuration. It's different than what we usually see where maintainers and up can do everything on the project. This will, specifically for protected environments, add an extra security layer for it. The next thing that I want to discuss is supporting resource group for cross-project or multi-project pipelines. So we introduced resource group about a year ago, which limits the number of consecutive deployments that can be done at any given time. This is especially useful when you're doing a deployment to a physical device, for example. And when the Verify team introduced the concept of cross-project and parent-child pipeline, this doesn't support it at the moment. So what we want to do is extend the option to use resource groups also on parent-child pipelines so that it can be locked on either of the pipelines when running, so that our users can benefit from both of these features together. The next one that I'm not going to go into detail is disconnect pages NFS on GitLab.com. This is a backstage infrastructure effort that we're working on, and we're in the final stages of moving our pages from NFS to object storage, and we're really excited to be finishing with that. Our next issue is extending support for DAS and SAS for auto deploy to ECS. So we added the option to deploy to AWS targets ECS and EC2. And what we want to do is just make sure that you can benefit from all the great functionality that we have in Auto DevOps today, which includes also DAS and SAS security scanning on the pipeline. And so we're going to complete this so that if you do deploy to AWS, you're using Auto DevOps, you can enjoy everything. The next topic that we'll discuss is aggregating project release metrics in the CICD analytics group page. So if you're familiar with the analytics that we have here under CICD, this used to only be supported on the project level, and now we're aggregating release metrics to the group level as well, where you can see all the different release metrics. So we're really excited to be bringing all these insights into releases also to the group level. Yeah. On that same topic, as a preliminary work, we're working really hard to add support for DORA 4 metrics in GitLab. And what we did was we added API support for deployment frequency on the project level in the previous milestone, and we're adding UI to see the charts as well. And what we're going to do here is also add a group level API for deployment frequency, because many times when you want to see your deployment frequency, it's interesting to see how often you deploy across projects and not only on a specific project. So we're really excited to be able to bring this visibility forward. Ability to associate issue to contextual feature flags. So today, if you use feature flags, you can associate issues from that workflow. And now we're completing that so that on an issue level, you will now see under related issues and related merge requests a new component called related feature flags, where you can link your feature flags, your existing feature flags, to a specific issue. This is extremely helpful if you create specific issues for removing feature flags, and to make sure that you have this link available. Allow skip CI for release API. So we introduced the release API a few milestones ago. The problem was that a pipeline is triggered every time you create a release, and that might not be the outcome that you wanted to. So in this issue, what we want to do is allow you to skip the pipeline when you create a release, and that's going to be supported by adding this rules syntax to your GitLab CI YAML file. So you'll see a rule whenever, and then it will not trigger further pipelines. Another few that I'm really excited about is the option to filter feature flags by environment. So our feature flag list lists a lot of different flags that you have, and once you get to many flags, it's kind of hard to find your flag that you're looking for, and especially it's really important to know which feature flags are associated to which environments. So if you want to filter all your flags that are currently on in production, you'll have this option. We're going to add a filter bar on the top of the feature flag list, where you will be able to filter your flags by environment. And the last issue that I want to highlight is introducing a URL navigation for tabs within the CICD dashboard. So as I mentioned, part of our DORA 4 metrics, we added a new type of metric to our analytics CICD page. So it used to only hold the pipeline charts, and in 13.8, we added the ability to see deployment frequency in a different tab, but there's no way to navigate directly to the tab. So this issue kind of completes that and allows you to navigate directly to a URL into that deployment frequency chart. So that's a lot that we have planned, and we're really excited to go forward with all this useful functionality and helping out our users. As always, if you have any feedback, any questions, please feel free to ping me on any issue or email me directly at olgalowinski@gitlab.com, and I'll see you next time.